Hey guys, how's it going? Jimmy's back with you, Timeless Steel. I'm getting ready to roll the fenders on my Mercedes shop car here, known as the Panzer, and I thought maybe that'd be something you guys are interested in. So I'm gonna take a quick video of it while I roll the right front fender here, and hopefully you guys enjoy. This is an Eastwood fender rolling tool. You'll see a lot of tools that look like this but are not the same quality. This is a great tool. I recommend buying direct from Eastwood. Super easy to install. It's set for any different bolt pattern you can have. You can get at least 4 lugs in there, and it's fully adjustable, and you're basically trying to get that wheel on the center of the fender there, and you just want to do a few inches at a time. It's a barbaric tool, but it gets the job done and it keeps even pressure on the fender. So follow along. The other tool that you need is your regular old sweet heat gun. You want to heat up the metal so you don't crack the paint. I'm not as worried about that on this car, but if you got a nice, beautiful paint job, you will be. So here we go. And once this metal becomes a little bit too hot for you to touch, that's just about right. And you can see it pushes the fender out and it looks awful, but it applies even pressure so nothing gets bent. And you just want to keep doing that. Increase the pressure on the wheel a little bit at a time. Keep the material warm. And we just keep going back and forth. There's nothing too glamorous about this. You just got to keep working it. I'll show you a little bit of progress here in a minute so you can see what's happening behind the fender. You can see how much that fender deflects. It's pretty crazy. But it's working. I just want to keep increasing the pressure a little bit at a time. And I'll go ahead and show you some progress here. But you can see that lip right there, which hasn't been touched. Now you come up here and you can see how the fender's starting to roll and get flat. Now you can go as far as you want or think you need, but I need a lot of space, so I'm going to be pretty aggressive on this one. Alright guys, one thing I forgot to mention is I'm not paid or endorsed by Eastwood in any way. I just like the tool, so take that for a grain of salt or what it's worth or whatever. Some other things, I got this wheel where I want it. Now these wheels don't fit this car at all, so I went super aggressive and I actually purposely bulged the curvature of this fender itself and brought it out because the wheels are so wide. But I wanted to show you, you know, this car's got paint that's from 1988, so it's gonna crack. But I was also extremely aggressive. If you look inside the fender, this is basically completely flat now up against the outer skin of the car. Some things you might want to take into consideration is you have to constantly adjust this tool based off where you're at in the fender. It's why you only want to do a couple inches at a time. Make sure you look at the car from the side, from above, from the front. Just make sure you've got everything even, and especially in a wheel well like this where it doesn't have a universal arc, especially right here was pretty tough. And use some tape as a reference line. That's pretty much where the brake caliper stopped the tool. I don't want to go past that point anyway. But if you look here, now this was bent slightly because of how far I went, but you can see how much further I'm able to get my whole finger behind that, where up here it's part of the car now. So anyhow, take it for what it's worth. Hopefully that was entertaining to somebody. Hey everybody, I just got done doing the other side. A couple of things I forgot to mention. Depending on the car, you may have to remove the caliper and the caliper bracket if you're trying to do the entire fender, and you may have to remove the inner fender depending on the car. This one I had the room. But what I wanted to show you here, obviously like I said before, I was extremely aggressive because I'm actually bubbling out. I'm widening these flares in the car, so there was no way I wasn't going to crack paint. But I wanted to show you guys, if you are too aggressive or you plan on being aggressive, especially with old paint like this, you are going to crack it. Just expect it. Most body shops won't even guarantee that they won't crack your paint, so just something to consider. But I'm running, I think these are early 2000 era AMG wheels, and there's no way they were going to fit with the lowering kit without me doing this. So this is my shop car. I'm doing fancy cool things to it. I just want you guys to know, worst case scenario, if you do this yourself or you are too aggressive, you're going to crack paint. So it's something you need to think about. Pretty exciting now. I don't think I'm going to roll the back fenders. I don't think I need to. And also, if you notice, these rear fenders are double thickness, so they're welded 2 layers. That tool is not designed to roll fenders like this. This is really thick. So odds are, even if I tried to roll this, I'd probably just push the fender out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but basically if your rear quarter panel is double layer, like the edge has been rolled over, it's going to be very difficult to roll. So, all right, well, next step here is drop the old girl on her wheels and see what she looks like after all this happy hard work here. Brand new suspension, brand new brakes. All she needs now is an alignment, and I've got some door decals for both doors on both sides that my wife's going to put on. So pretty excited. All right, everybody, I give you shop car. Think she's looking a lot better these days. 2-inch drop on H&R springs, Bilstein Sport shocks, 2005 AMG staggered wheels, European front bumper, a few other AMG touches, 5% tint, shop decals, mega squirt, a bunch of other things. She's not done, but she's back on the road. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go Bills.